It's my weekly Thursday visit of the top 5 most intriguing matchups of the upcoming week. Hit it.
High five.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Rich's Top 5.
All righty. It has been forever and a day since the Detroit Lions won their division. It's been so long. You could do your typical price of gas was this. The Oscar winner was this.
Oh, yeah, for sure. What, 91, right?
It's been a long time.
Ooh.
And that time can finally come to an end this very weekend if the Detroit Lions go into Minnesota and take out the Minnesota Vikings. And it is on. Lions and Vikings play twice in the next 2 weeks. It is possible that the Vikings have designs on winning this division because they have the Lions twice in the next 3 weeks, and in between that game, the Lions play the Dallas Cowboys. In between that game, the Minnesota Vikings have the suddenly not all that Green Bay Packers coming into their house on a Sunday night. So let's see what happens in this game and see if the Lions can overcome the big Nick energy that the Bengals were able to overcome with Mullins. Let's go. Can the Lions win their 11th game and win the division, as everyone expected them to? That's number 5 on my list of most intriguing matchups of week number 16. Number 4, we just found out moments ago, prior to this top 5, that Jamar Chase has been ruled out for the Cincinnati Bengals visit to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Ooh. So that means no Burrow, no Chase, and Jake Browning's like no big whoop because of the way that he's played. First quarterback to win 3 of his first 4 starts for the Cincinnati Bengals since Boomer Esiason in 1984. Coming into Pittsburgh to try and keep the Steelers in a complete and total tailspin. With George Pickens is saying, I don't want to be Tank Dell. I'm not blocking on the goal line. And Mike Tomlin's like, we're working on it. And Steeler fans are like, well, we're working on finding a new coach. That's basically it is just an absolute Hunger Games scenario that is playing out right now in Western PA. And it's got to stop with Jake Browning coming into their house. And then they sweep the Bengals. And by the way, the crazy thing is they could sweep the Ravens, the Steelers, by the end of the year, by the end of the season. So who the heck knows what can happen in this one? It is fascinating. And that's number 4 on my list. Number 3 on the list. I'll give you a hint. Whose autograph is on this football? Whose autograph is on this football that's been in the Rich Eisen Show studio for so long it's deflated? By the way, I should have shown this to Troy Vincent when he was on the show yesterday.
Joe
right?
Cool, baby.
Joe Flacco. Number 5 when he was on the Baltimore Ravens. But now, Browns fans are like, we love you, Joe. Going into Houston to take on the Texans? If I had told you Browns at Texans would be a huge game because Flacco's coming to Houston, this was circled like Deshaun Watson's going back to Houston. Yep. He long gone. And it might not be C.J. Stroud in this game either. And this is huge. Huge game between the Browns and the Texans. That fascinates me. D'Amico Ryans and Kevin Stefanski, this is maybe your coach of the year battle for some. I have named Stefanski coach of the year in many ways, although I had Harbaugh at the Thanksgiving break, and that's not too bad of an idea either. That's number 2 on the list. Number 3 on the list. Number 2 on the list, we talked about at the top of the show, the Miami Dolphins and the Dallas Cowboys. The battle of Dallas at Miami, which is a battle between, who have you really beaten on the road versus who have you really beaten, period. Narratives galore. The Dolphins need to get a shot at the 1 seed. They win this game. They have to, certainly with the Ravens on their docket the next week. The Cowboys coming off of the disintegration in Western New York. They have the Lions up next. Huge. Just a monster late afternoon window game, but the number 1 game is the obvious. Everyone is billing this, I do believe, appropriately so at this moment. A possible Super Bowl preview and a possible preview between the 2 MVP candidates that can win it all. Ravens and Niners. Oh, boy. What a way for this week to end and Christmas Day triple header to wrap up on ABC Monday Night Football. Holy cow. I cannot wait for all of that.
You think we need one more?
Why not?
All right, we'll get one
I'll
more.
give you one more. I'm going to go Jaguars at Bucks. I'm going to go the battle between the two teams that are leading their respective South divisions. And the Jaguars have taken a downward tailspin, and Baker Mayfield and the Bucks have gone nothing but straight arrow pointed up. Both teams are, yes, leading their division, but have company with teams with the same record. In the case of the Jaguars, two other teams with the same record. In the case of the Bucks at present, the Saints have the same record with the Falcons right behind them. That is intriguing to say the least. And that is your top 5 most intriguing matchups of Week 16 here on The Rich Eisen Show. Catch The Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.